Hello everybody. Today the topic is movies. Last week we talked about the book 61 Hours. We read a passage from that book, and that book has a character, Jack Reacher, and this character later on became a movie character in the movie Jack Reacher with Tom Cruise. So in the spirit of movies and the topic of today, we're going to do this activity. I'd like you to look at the screen and tell me what you see. If you are somebody who has watched a lot of movies, you might recognize some characters from movies you've seen, scenes from some movies you've seen. I myself found some movies here, but not all of them. So it's possible that you will find some movies I didn't find. The first one, I'm going to show you the ones that I found. Here is this lady with the umbrella, and that's a symbol for what movie? If you're thinking Mary Poppins, that's correct. That's the one that jumps at you when you look at the picture. It's one of the first ones that you see. Let's see if there is another one. Here, the snowman. What does it symbolize to you? What does it remind you of? Which movie or cartoon? Let me go a bit further. Movie, cartoon, animated feature. That one is a symbol for the movie or animated feature Frozen. I'm just showing you the ones that I know, because I don't know if I have found all of them. This one with the princess here, there is a princess where she's wearing a long green dress and she has a bow and arrow. Bow and arrow. She has long curly hair, red hair. She is from the movie Brave. It's an animated series as well. Next one. I think this one is pretty easy to guess because of the superhero costume she's wearing. This one is Wonder Woman. The costume is a little bit different from what it was in the original Wonder Woman series. I believe this one is pretty easy to guess. Who is this character? If you said Darth Vader, you're correct. And Darth Vader is a villain. In what series is he a villain? He is a villain in the Star Wars series. Some people believe, however, that towards the end, that he was no longer so evil. But that's up for debate. Now here in the back there is a ship. What does that symbolize? What does that make you think of? Which movie? The Titanic is correct. And this is connected to this part of the picture as well. There is an iceberg here. This iceberg played a very important part in the movie Titanic. And over here, this is a character from a very old movie. I don't think that everyone here will have seen it, but some of you may have seen it because sometimes they show old movies on TV, so you may have seen it. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. That's a series. It has at least 2 movies in it. I'm going to open a Word document so I can write some of the sentences and structure that you can use to talk about the movies. It's very important in classes like that for you to pay attention to the structure that's being used. What kind of language am I using? What kind of expressions am I using? So that you can use those too, and you can speak with the correct structure, using the correct grammar. Because that is the point. It's not just, oh, she's showing us a picture of movies and how cute, how funny. It's more than that. So I'm going to open a Word file, and I'm going to write some of the structure that I expect you to use. I just had an idea based on the fact that I'm going to be honest, I started watching that Jack Reacher movie a couple of times. I went towards the middle, and I'm not an action movie kind of person, so I haven't finished it yet. And as far as I went watching it, not loving it. I'm not loving it. So it is very well possible that you're not going to love it either, but I'd like you to give it a try, because there are 2 ways that you can assess a situation. You can say, oh, I looked at the movie poster, I don't want to watch it, I'm not going to like it. Or you can try to watch some of it and then say, I tried to watch it, but I didn't like it. So here, the words that I want you to think of: symbol, the word symbol. The iceberg and the ship are symbols. The iceberg and the ship are symbols related to the movie, and you're going to complete that. You're going to receive a copy of this, and you're going to complete it. I feel like some of your mentors, Kari, Johanna, and Ingrid Teresa, have required of me to send you something in writing before each class, which I think I can understand why they would say that for a regular type of class, but the language class is a lot of being in the class and listening to the teacher, paying attention to what is being said, and capturing the message there. So that's why I don't want to give too much away before the classes. I want you to come to class and see and participate. Right, let's keep going with this. Darth Vader. I'm going to look this up. And I'm going to show you a bigger picture, because I don't know if how well you can see this. This is who I'm talking about. Darth Vader. You know who he is, right? So, character. That's another word I want you to use. Darth Vader is a character in the movie, and that's what you're going to complete right there. So you're going to receive this file shortly after this video presentation is over. Why is that? Because a lot of what's in the writing portion of what I'm sending you is what I'm saying to you as I do the presentation for the class. And if you read it beforehand, then you will know exactly what I'm going to say, and it defies the purpose of coming to class and seeing it yourself. Here we have this girl here, the princess, with the long curly red hair, the green dress, and a bow and arrow. Let's write a sentence with that. The princess wearing a green dress and carrying a bow and an arrow is a character in the animated feature. That can be the word here. Animated feature. What is the difference between an animated feature and the movie? Those are things that I want you to think about. Animated feature. So the words that I want you to use when you write. I'll explain. I started saying to you something about the movie Jack Reacher. I don't mean to be stereotyping anybody with this, but I don't really think that girls go for that type of movie very often. I feel like girls would be more interested in something more in the along the lines of a romantic comedy or something like that. In the animated feature, and then you're going to complete with what the animated feature is. What else do we have here? Here is a man playing the piano. And the word that I have for you now is biography. A biopicture. A biography or a biopicture is a movie that talks about the story of somebody who exists. It can be a historical figure, can be an artist, can be an actor, a singer. And this, if you have seen Rocket Man, it is a movie about Elton John's life. So, a man wearing yellow and playing the piano is, and then you tell me, from the movie, and I just told you, but when you're on your own, you'll be able to continue the exercise. So what is the exercise you're going to do? You're going to receive a copy of this picture with all the movies in it, and you're going to pick 5 movies from the picture and write 5 sentences about the movies. That's one part of the exercise. I am also going to suggest that instead of watching Jack Reacher, if you don't like it, I want you to start watching Jack Reacher. Start watching it, see if you can get into the movie, see if you can be interested in it somehow. And then on page 159, let me show you. This is the page I'm talking about. Here's what you're going to do. page 159. On page 159, you have exercise 4.49. Do you think he fits your impression of the character from the text? Watch the film trailer on the internet. Is this a film you would like to watch? Right, so you can do that. You can try to watch the trailer first and then make an assessment. Do I want to start watching it? And you can talk about the character. You can go back to the text that we read last class on page 155. Let's try this again, shall we? So, last class, we read and discussed some of this text. 61 hours. So you're going to make a comparison between how the character is portrayed in writing and how does it compare to how he actually is in the movie, just based off the trailer. Then here is what my suggestion is, because I'm thinking that not everybody I don't think everyone's going to like that movie and want to watch that movie. So my suggestion is, from this picture, with all those movies that you have in that picture, you can pick one for you to watch and write a summary about. You can pick Wonder Woman, you can pick Rocket Man, Brave, or any others that you may find. So you have a few things to do today. First thing, you are going to receive this picture from me. You're going to also receive this in writing, where you have some sentences that you can use. The iceberg and the ship are symbols related to the movie Titanic. Character. Darth Vader is a character in the movie. You're going to complete the examples that are already there, and you're going to add 5 more. 5 more. That's part of what you're doing today. After that, you're going to go back to the text, 61 hours, and you're going to watch the trailer for the movie Jack Reacher and answer the question, is that a movie you'd like to watch? Yes or no? If your answer is yes, finish watching the movie and write a summary about the movie. If your answer is no, that is not a movie I would like to watch, then pick a movie from this picture and then write a summary about it. So this is what you're doing today, and you will probably need a little bit more time, so the rest of the time from now until 2:15 p.m. you're going to watch whatever movie you choose to watch. Then on Friday you can hand in the exercises, and the exercises will be, you're going to write a sentence about 5 movies from this picture, 5 sentences, and a summary about 1 movie. either Jack Reacher or one of the movies from the picture. Feel free to reach out to me on email, on Skype, on Facebook Messenger. Some of you sometimes message me on Instagram, anywhere that you can get a hold of me if you need anything.